Do you own a vacation home here in the Orlando area, anywhere in Central Florida? Have you titled the property in your own name? I hope not. Hi, I'm real estate broker and attorney at law, David Dowell, and I've been helping real estate investors buy their Florida vacation homes here in Central Florida for over 16 years now. There are a lot of real estate investors here in the area, both foreign and domestic. I think the majority of homes actually around the Walt Disney World Resort are now considered vacation homes, which just means that they're second homes used by their owners a few weeks of every year and then rented to others the remainder of that time. In fact, there's a huge trend among vacationers these days to rent homes instead of hotel rooms. Homes are bigger and usually cheaper if you have a lot of people coming in. So they're very popular. Now, if you do own one of these vacation homes, or if you're getting ready to buy one, which I would recommend, you need to make sure you take proper steps to protect yourself from legal liability. Now, what happens if someone has a few drinks and then slips and falls in your house and gets injured? You may be liable. What happens when a stair railing is loose? Someone falls and hurts themselves, or says they did. You may be liable. What happens when a baby crawls around and unfortunately falls into the pool? You may be liable. There are countless things that can happen. Now remember, we live in a really litigious society now, unfortunately. Someone gets a little boo-boo and they want to sue someone else for the damages. Unfortunately, that's life today. And if someone does sue you and wins a court judgment that awards them money, they can collect that money from nearly any asset that you own. So if you don't pay them what the court awarded them, they can go after any other house in your name, any other house, any other car, or whatever asset to satisfy that debt. But what if your assets are in another name? Well, then they are not yours, and no one should be able to go after them. Now, that's where the proper title to your vacation home comes into play. If you buy a house in the name of an LLC or a corporation, then the only assets that should be at risk are those owned by that LLC or corporation. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have your primary home. You've got several cars, boats, and other assets in your individual name, which is normal, right? Now, if you buy your vacation home here in Florida in the name of your new LLC that you just created, let's call it Vacation Home LLC, for example, you can now rent it out under that name, okay? If there's an injury in that house to a renter, they may be limited to collecting their judgment only from the assets owned by Vacation Home LLC, not your individual assets. Now, if Vacation Home LLC owns two houses, then the injured person can go after both houses. So we always recommend that you create a separate LLC for each vacation house you own. It's a little extra paperwork, but we think it's well worth it in the long run. It limits your liability, guys. You don't personally know the people who are going to be renting your vacation home, and you don't really have the opportunity to vet them. There's just not enough time. So if you own a vacation home here in Florida, or you're thinking about buying one, please consider putting the title in a separate LLC or corporation. If you'd like any further information on this, feel free to reach out to me by text, phone, or email to see how I can help. Take care.